big names still left on the free agent market, because there's a lot for baseball right now. Cody Bellinger, Tim Anderson, Jock Peterson, Clayton Kershaw is still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Still got Jordan Montgomery, who had an excellent playoff run. Blake Snell, Gene Segura, Jorge Soler, and Joey Gallo are a few big names, and there's even more that I'm not listing right now. But what is one guy that you think can make the biggest difference for a ball club, and where will he go and why? Jorge Soler almost had 40 home runs last year, and he's a big power back. I think that he should be going to San Francisco. We were just talking about them. The San Francisco Giants have a horrible offensive production, and they have done nothing to change that, which I'm very surprised by. I think, Houdini, you brought it up when we were talking about Jordan Hicks. It's like, great signing, but that's not the problem. You have Logan Webb. You have a decent bullpen that you can get by, and it's like, I don't know, like, where's the offensive production? A lot of the guys that are in their lineup right now are average hitters. They don't have any sort of power bat. Their DH right now is Wilmer Flores. They have, what the heck is his name? Mike Yastrzemski. Yeah. And it's like, he hasn't been, like, he's been good, but he hasn't been the type of player that he was maybe in like 2018, 2019. So it's like, I think bringing Jorge Soler in there, a righty bat, getting away from the lefty stuff, is just the big bat that they need in their lineup. A dude who's going to give you big power. We saw what he did in 2021 in the World Series for the Braves. So when he gets hot, he's hot. And he also had a stellar 2023 season. He's their guy. I see a lot of average hitters. Like I said, they really need some sort of power surge in their lineup. And I think he could be the guy that won't cost a lot of money too. It's not like you're going to give him like, $80 million. So I think you'll maybe give him a 2-year, maybe 3-year deal. I think he'll do well there.
Nice. I like it, Jetta. I think that's a great pick. They need help, man. You bring up their DH being Wilmer Flores there.
Yeah, and I also want to mention, too, that Jock Peterson, who was a Giant last year, has left, and that was more of their power bat there, so you'll need to replace him. So you can even think of it that way. Maybe replace him with a righty, because I do think it's a little lefty-heavy in the lineup.
Great point. All right, I like it, Jedi. I'm going with, I think, a little bit of a low-key player. I think somebody, when you look at the remaining free agents, isn't a sexy pick, but I think it's going to be, for whoever signs them, is going to be a great addition to their offense here. And I say that because I believe this person is now going to be a strictly DH. But JD Martinez hit 270 last year, 33 dingers, over 100 RPIs. I think he had like 102 or 103. Kind of a little bit of a resurgent year. He's starting to get up there in age. At, what is he, 35? Yeah, 35 now. I think to a team like the Orioles, they're young, they got talent. That's not a question. Will JD be an everyday bat? Maybe. In this scenario, I think he is. I think he kind of solidifies DH. Little bit of a platoon situation there. But you add, I think, more than just the bat is the mentality too. He's been in the AL East. He's an experienced veteran on a team that kind of needs that veteran experience. They got all the talent in the world, but they kind of just need some veteran help there. I think that'd be a great addition.
JD Martinez, one of 7 players to make an All-Star game in the last 7 years.
Wow, great stat.
So, okay, I love that pick. I do think they could use some veteran leadership in that clubhouse. I do think he provides a need for them as well. Offensively, I think they're good, but you can always add another bat. You can find a place to put a bat.
Yeah, 30 home runs, 100 RBIs, he hit 270. Like, he's a veteran. You know what you're going to get out of him.
So to answer your question, I would go Belly still, but I'm going to go with the Minnesota Twins. And
love it.
And the reason why I say that is Alex Kirilloff just got surgery, but he signed like a 1-year deal for like $9.5 million. You have Buxton still. So when you look at their pitching, like Joe Ryan, Pablo Lopez, not the one from Backyard Baseball, who was nasty, wore that red cap.
Savage.
They have Maeda. Obviously, Gallo's a free agent. It's pretty obvious why he's a free agent. It's kind of hard to convince analytical guys to sign a guy that's going to hit 21 bombs and hit $170. So
strike out 200 times.
Yeah, so I just think Belly needs to be in a situation where he can win. I do think he would be awesome going back to the Cubs. I would like that franchise to get back to relevant. I think baseball's 10 times better in Wrigley in October. Like it's just a dope place to watch playoff baseball. But I think this team's close. They're just, and they have one of the best closers in the game, who throws a 99.4 mile an hour splinker.
Splinker.
And Joan Duran. So that's my pick.
I really like that
Nice.
pick a lot, especially if Belly replaces Bellinger, who you just mentioned, strikes out a ton and bats like 170 with 27 bombs. You'll get 27 bombs from Cody, and he'll bat on a bad year, maybe still bat like 220, but you're expecting him to maybe hit that 260.
If Belly replaces Gallo.
Yes.
Okay, you said Belly replaces Bellinger.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, which is hard to do. It's hard to do.
Yes, Belly replaces Gallo. My bad.
Yeah.
I had one last honorable mention that I wanted to say because I think that this is the most Deepaw. Yours was very underrated, but I also think that this is an underrated selection here too. Gene Segura. This dude is too good to not have a bounce back year. Last year he batted 217, but before that, he didn't have a season below 266 batting average since 2016. And 5 of those seasons were above 280, with a few of them above 300. Yeah. You could put him anywhere in the infield. Last year he played third base. He might be getting a little old for shortstop where he used to play, but you can still put him over at second. I'm sure the dude will be willing to and is able to play first base because the dude's that athletic. Take a flyer on this dude. It will be so cheap. I mean, like, he's the guy, like, everybody's still talking about the Gio Urshela's. Like, I'm not going to lie. The Gio Urshela hip problem is something that kind of scares me. He just had hip surgery. I'm going with Gene Segura if I'm have to go someone that I'm looking for a platoon guy even maybe.
What was he in Miami last year?
He was.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy if you look at Gene Segura's career stats. Like, he put up a hell of a career. Like, if he walked away from baseball right now, I'm really impressed. You know, 1,500 hits, a 26 WAR, 281 career average, 513 RBIs, a slugging of a 401, 729 OPS, like 110 bombs because he's not really a power guy, but like
it's better than I thought it'd be, honestly.
Yeah,
he's also not. Yeah. He's not that old, right? Isn't he like 33?
So he's 33. He's going to be 34 by the time the season starts. So he is getting up there. I do agree with you. He's not a shortstop anymore. Would he hurt you in a platoon at second base? No. Would he hurt you like if DJ
he can play anywhere but short? Basically, I think he's too old for short, but he can play anywhere in the infield.
That's what I'm saying. Like if DJ can play third on random days, Gene Segura can as well. So I do like your pick.